Banknotes from your hometown. So back in the day, the United States was producing national banknotes for specific banks around the US, and today we're going to be talking about banks from Minnesota. Now these are 100% real, genuine United States bills that were issued for these banks. The way to tell if you have one is by looking for a brown seal and brown serial numbers. You'll also notice these banknotes have the name of the bank along with a charter number. Now a charter number is a specific number dedicated to that specific bank. No two banks have the same charter number. Let's start off with this first one from the First National Bank of Stephen, Minnesota. The charter number is 9064. This bill was graded by Paper Money Guarantee at a very fine 20. The condition is not the best, which is relatively normal for these bills. If you have one like this, it might be worth getting graded because this example sold for $336. Wow, what a great example. You can see how bright this banknote really is. The condition looks better, however, it was graded by PCGS at an extremely fine 40. This one is from the American National Bank of Nashwauk, Minnesota, with the charter number 11579. You'll also notice that the serial number is an 81, which is lower. Lower serial numbers on national banknotes do not add too much extra value unless it's a serial number 1 or 2, but because there were so many of these printed for so many different banks, lower serial numbers are more common. This bill sold for $372. Here we've got a $5 bill graded by PMG at an extremely fine 40. This one is from the First National Bank of Deerwood, Minnesota. I really do like the name of that bank. Deerwood is a cool name. This is the charter number 9703, and it sold for $552. Here we have the First National Bank of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Charter number 710. This banknote sold for $1,200. It was graded by PMG at a 67. That is only 3 points away from the perfect grade of 70. What a beautiful note, really high grade. That's why it sold for $1,200. $3,480 for this First National Bank of Ortonville, Minnesota, with the charter number 6459. It was graded by PMG at a very fine 25, so the condition is not that great. However, this is a relatively rare bank and a rare serial number 1. We were just talking about rare serial numbers, and here you have it. That's why it sold for $3,480. $6,900. I bet you weren't expecting that for this really beat up looking $5 bill. It was graded by PMG at a choice fine 15. This one is from the First National Bank of Grand Meadow, Minnesota. The charter number is 6933, and you may be asking, why would a bill like this sell for so much money? There's a few variables. A lot of the time, banknotes from these national banks around the US didn't survive. They were destroyed or lost throughout the years, so some of them are really hard to come by. This is a rare bank and a rare denomination, and all it really takes is a few active collectors who really want a specific banknote to skyrocket the price. In this situation, that definitely happened. $6,900 it sold for. $7,050 for this $10 bill. Now there's a few things here I want to talk about. First of all, this is a type 2 bill. Now national banknotes that are small size can come as a type 1 or a type 2. Every bill we've talked about up to this point has been a type 1. The way you can tell if you have a type 2 is by looking next to the serial number. You'll see the charter number in brown. Type 1s don't have that. This one is from the First National Bank of West Concord, Minnesota, with the charter number 14167. This one was graded by PCGS at a 63, and it sold for $7,050. We do hope you enjoyed this video about Minnesota. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.